Take 80. Alright guys, that was not clickbait. I'm selling my entire modern Pokemon card collection. I've been into Pokemon since I was a kid. I still got all the WOTC stuff. Don't plan on selling any of that. But when the pandemic hit, I kind of jumped on the bandwagon like everybody else. Got into all the modern, kept it all sealed. It's just, I don't know if it's the investment that I thought it was. Plus, I don't feel like holding on to it for another 20 years, so it's all out of print. It's just not my kind of thing. I try not to collect to invest. It's a fun hobby for me. I'm not into reselling, any of that stuff. So we're just gonna get rid of it. Maybe invest it into something else that I can enjoy now rather than just sit and store away. So like I said, I do have and don't plan to sell any of my vintage Pokemon, all the WOTC era stuff. It's behind me. I can actually give you guys a quick tour, show you what I got in the collection and what's staying. So here's my little Pokemon setup. Nothing too crazy. You gotta have the Game Boy games. Let me know below if you guys had the yellow, red, or blue version. I myself had the blue version. Alright, so below that we have 3 sealed first edition packs of Fossil, 3 first edition sealed packs of Jungle. These are 3 empty Blastoise, Venusaur, and Charizard packs from the base set. I do have them in the blister pack sealed, but I haven't found a good way to display those yet, so I've got them in the closet. These are just some CGC and PSA cards of the big 3. Nothing too crazy. I got these way back in the day before prices on eBay blew up, and everyone and their mother wanted to get into Pokemon. Little fun fact, that binder is one of my friends from his childhood, and I filled it with all 102 base set Pokemon, and they're all the cards in there are like super played, nothing crazy. I just thought it was kind of cool to fill a buddy of mine's childhood binder with the entire set. And then we got some of the Japanese Game Boy games. All right, so I do have a bunch of old cards. Let me show you those real quick. Give you a little shot of some of my Nintendo, Sega, and Game Boy stuff. Here is the binders. All right, so I'll show you this binder. Basically, all of these are filled with WOTC era Pokemon cards. This entire binder is like first edition from literally like every set you can think of in the WOTC era. Same thing with this one. Just some more comments and stuff like that. Some Yu-Gi-Oh! These are actually from my childhood. Not sure if you guys are into any Yu-Gi-Oh! I can show you that binder at a later time. Same with all these, and that's a little bit of modern. The things I do want to keep single cards. So let me give you a quick peek at this binder. We've got the master sets for base, jungle, and fossil all in order. Majority of these cards, I would say I would grade an 8 or a 9, if not some of them a 10. No need to go through every page. I mean, you guys get the idea of what these cards look like. Most of these came into my collection through the years, way before the pandemic started, of just going to yard sales, finding good deals on eBay before everything became expensive. I reached out to a lot of my friends and asked them to go dig for their Pokemon card collection. They found them. I asked them what they wanted for them. They said, just take them. I said, absolutely yes. But this is YouTube, and you guys judge people for everything. So the real story is I paid them hundreds and thousands of dollars for them, and it was a fair deal. So yeah. Yep, there we go. We got some Charizards there. So everybody wants to see. No other cards matter to people but Charizard. It's actually one of my favorite cards right there. Misty's Gyarados. I like that. Yeah, I mean, just random. Just some of my favorite cards in here. And then I think I've got some Japanese in the back. Yeah. So all my friends watching this video who sold me your Pokemon cards, you're suckers. So all the Pokemon's packed up in the car. I've got it in some bins. I'll show you how it's packed up here in a second. We're gonna head on over to my local retro video game store called Retro Replay. The owner, Dave, over there is a super cool guy. I'm gonna hopefully get a decent amount for all this, and I don't know if I want to do store credit or cash trade. We're gonna see what we can get. So let me give you a quick tour of the car. So everything is pretty much from Shining Fates and beyond. We got a little bit older stuff like Roaring Skies, things like that. A lot of Evolutions, actually. You guys will get a better look at all this stuff once it's out on the counter. All right, let's roll. All right, we're on our way. It's about a 15-minute drive. Do not operate your phone while driving. It's against the law. I am actually using a green screen right now, so it's excused. We're just a couple minutes away from the store, and I've got a funny story to tell you guys. It's actually pretty embarrassing. What originally happened to all of my Pokemon cards that I had from when I was a kid, this was probably, I want to say at least 2 years into collecting Pokemon, the trading cards, that I had a buddy of mine whose parents were really religious. And I guess you guys might have seen this on the news. People started saying that Pokemon was the work of Satan, and it was demonizing kids and like possessing them. Super weird. And somehow these parents influenced my buddy Zach into believing that Pokemon was the devil, and he convinced me and my twin, and we burned all of our Pokemon cards. I remember it like it was yesterday, and if I could go back and kick myself. It's just, when you're young and you're that impressionable, you know, these stories can scare you. And he was saying things like, if you have them in the house, like it's a way for the devil to get in. And we burnt every single one of those things. And I can tell you right now, I had a Charizard. It wasn't no first edition or Shadowless, but I had that bad boy. So I just figured I'd give you guys that funny little embarrassing story of what happened to my original Pokemon cards. All right, we're about to pull up to the store right now. All right, we've arrived. Retro Replay. Let's do it. All right, here it is all laid out. All right, let's make a deal. All right, all totaled up, we're at about $2,000. All right, we just finished up. It's a beautiful night. Sun's getting ready to set. I sold him everything. Made about $2,000. It's about a double up. I think I got around like $800-900 in it all. But regardless, on to the next, on to the new. It's cool while it lasted. See you later, guys.